Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, sit tight because what I'm about to tell you might just shake up the NFC West and have ripple effects that reach all the way to Lincoln Financial Field. We're talking about a recent trade rumor involving one of the Eagles' young, promising players, Kelee Ringo. Yes, you heard that right. Ringo, a name that's been on the minds of Eagles fans since he was drafted in the 4th round of the 2023 draft, could be heading out of Philadelphia very soon. And I know what you're thinking, why would the Eagles part ways with such a talented young cornerback? Well, let's dive deep into this story, analyze the implications, and see what it might mean for the Eagles' future. First, let's set the stage. The Eagles, as we all know, have been building a powerhouse roster for years now, especially on defense. Last season, they stunned everyone with their aggressive, versatile defense that carried them deep into the playoffs. But as with all teams, building a roster that can sustain success is an ongoing challenge. And right now, the Eagles are in a bit of a unique position. They have a roster filled with talent, but also with some young players who are still developing and trying to find their footing in the NFL. Kelee Ringo is one of those players. Coming out of Georgia, he was known for his blazing speed, running a 4.36 40-yard dash at 62 and 207 pounds. That kind of physical profile immediately made him a player to watch, a true high-upside talent. Early on, there was a lot of buzz about him, especially when analysts like Michael Renner from PFF labeled him as the CB1 in the 2022 draft class, highlighting his potential to develop into a shutdown corner. But things haven't quite gone as planned for Ringo in Philadelphia. Since joining the team, he's struggled to carve out a consistent role. In fact, through 3 games this season, he has yet to see a single snap at cornerback, according to Pro Football Focus. That's a pretty stark reality for a player who was once considered a high draft pick with so much promise. During his rookie season, Ringo started 4 games, a decent number for a rookie corner, but his impact was modest: 1 interception, 1 sack, and 2 passes defended. The following year, his role diminished even further, starting just 1 game and defending only 1 pass. So, looking at the numbers and the tape, it's clear that Ringo has yet to fully realize his potential at the NFL level. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have the talent or the ceiling to become a key player down the line. Now, this brings us to the current situation. The Eagles are known for their ability to draft well and develop players, but sometimes, a change of scenery is what's needed to unlock a player's true potential. And that's where the rumors about a potential trade come in. The Las Vegas Raiders, a team that's been in a bit of a rebuilding phase, are reportedly interested in acquiring Ringo. The Raiders, as we know, started the season 1-2, and their cornerback room has been widely considered a weakness. In fact, Mike Kelee ranked their cornerbacks as the 31st group across the league heading into the season, and that assessment still holds some weight after 3 games. The Raiders need young, talented players who can be developed, and Ringo fits that bill perfectly. The intriguing part here is that the Raiders don't necessarily need a proven superstar right now. They need players with high upside, players they can develop over time. Ringo, with his physical tools and initial college flashes, fits that mold. If he gets more playing time, especially in a team that's probably not contending for the playoffs this year, he could develop into a real asset for them. The Raiders could give him the reps he's been missing in Philadelphia, where the roster is already pretty stacked, and where rookies often have to wait their turn behind established veterans. From the Eagles' perspective, this makes a lot of sense. They are a team that's always looking to maximize their draft capital and develop talent internally. Moving Ringo now, especially if they believe he's still a project, could be a smart move. They could receive a 2026 5th-round pick and a 2027 7th-round pick in return, which isn't a huge haul but could be valuable in future draft strategies. More importantly, it frees up a roster spot, and allows them to focus on players who are more ready to contribute immediately. Plus, as a team that prides itself on roster depth and smart management, making a move like this could be seen as part of their long-term plan to stay competitive. But let's not forget the big picture here. Ringo, despite his limited impact so far, still has that rare combination of size, speed, and athleticism that scouts and analysts saw as his biggest upside. Remember, early in his college career, he was considered a potential lockdown corner, someone who could match up with the best receivers in the league. His physical traits alone make him a tantalizing project. If he lands in a situation like the Raiders, who are willing to give him the chance to grow, he might just blossom into the player many thought he could be. And for the Raiders, it's a low-risk, high-reward move. Giving up a late-round pick isn't much in the grand scheme of NFL trades, especially for a player with Ringo's upside. Now, from a strategic standpoint, it's interesting to consider how this move could impact the Eagles' defense. They've been solid, but perhaps they're looking to add a different element or develop their younger players in different ways. The Eagles have a roster that's deep in talent, and sometimes, parting ways with a young player like Ringo is about making room for others, or simply about believing that the player's best fit isn't with them anymore. It's a testament to how competitive and cutthroat NFL roster management is, especially for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The Eagles' coaching staff and front office are always evaluating talent, trying to find the right pieces that will bring them another ring. And what does this mean for Ringo himself? Well, it's a fresh start. A chance to prove that he belongs at the NFL level, that he can develop into a legitimate starting corner. It's not uncommon for players to take a year or two to fully adjust, and sometimes, a change of environment is exactly what's needed. With the Raiders' current situation, Ringo could get the opportunity to develop his skills with more playing time, more reps, and a system that might suit his style better. That's the hope anyway. If he can capitalize on this opportunity, it could turn out to be a savvy move for both teams involved. Looking ahead, this trade talk highlights the ongoing dynamic nature of NFL rosters. Teams are always trying to find the right mix of youth, experience, and potential. The Eagles, known for their sharp eye in the draft and their ability to develop talent, are not afraid to make tough decisions if it benefits the team in the long run. The Raiders, looking to rebuild and strengthen their roster, see potential in players like Ringo. And it's this constant chess game that makes the NFL so exciting to watch. In the grand scheme of things, this move, if it happens, could be a sign of the Eagles' shifting focus, perhaps emphasizing other areas of their roster or trusting their younger players to develop naturally. Meanwhile, the Raiders are betting on their development system and coaching staff to unlock Ringo's potential. It's a move that could pay dividends for both sides, and honestly, it's a fascinating storyline to follow as the season unfolds. So, Eagles fans, what do you think about this? Do you believe Ringo still has what it takes to become a top-tier NFL corner? Are you excited to see him land in a new system and get more opportunities? Or do you feel the Eagles should hold on to him a little longer and see how he develops? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. This is exactly the kind of move that sparks debate among us fans, and I love hearing your opinions. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and behind-the-scenes insights into the Philadelphia Eagles and the NFL as a whole. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep supporting your team. Because at the end of the day, it's our love for the Eagles that makes this journey so special. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news.